Hey, what's up? It's Mike from ThatWoodenFlag. Today I'm going to try to use this new diamond drag bit that I got off Amazon to engrave a piece of plexiglass for an LED light. So I've already got my design in here. Essentially, I just took one of my other flag designs and just shrunk it down to size. So it's going to be 4.5 by 8.25. So it's fairly small, and I've never done this before, so before the video starts, I'm going to show you when I normally cut. I usually use this version of the cut, but that didn't work very well, and you'll see in the video. The next one I did was the y-axis, so it zigzags. I also tried the x-axis. I also ended up having to, after it cut, I didn't like how the stars cut, so I had to just copy the stars into a new file, and I had to play around with some settings on that. The settings I did on that, so typically I do clear out pocket, but for the stars I had to do cut on shape. That seemed to work pretty good. Also tried cutting on the outside, cutting on the inside. So check out the video. Again, this is the first time I did it, so as I become more familiar with this bit and settings in easel, which easel doesn't really have any settings for plexiglass, and I wish they did. So just to touch on that, I just used a regular 90-degree V-bit setting. I did add my own bit under the Pro version. I named it Diamond Drag, but it's really just the same thing as a regular V-bit. So check out the video. Let me know what you think. Thanks. You watched the design piece. So I'm at the CNC now. This is the first time cutting a piece of cast acrylic with the 90-degree diamond drag bit that I purchased off Amazon. And if you notice, there's a little rubber cover that protects the tip. You want to make sure you don't lose that, because you're going to want to put it back on when you're done. But what I'm doing right now is I have it raised up. Instead of zeroing it to the piece, I zeroed it above it, because I don't know what it's going to do, because I designed in easel, and easel doesn't have any settings for what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to do an air cut, and I just want to see what the bit does. So I already have my file loaded in. I have it zeroed. I'm going to tell it to play right now. Just want to see what the bit does. Alright. So what I was looking for, I wanted to make sure that it didn't do what it's doing right now. Because you wanted to engrave, but I also wanted to make sure the bit didn't drop all the way down. So I'm going to go ahead and change some settings around real quick and try it again. Alright, so I just changed the file around a little bit, and I want to see how this one cuts. Again, it's an air cut. That's what we're looking for. We want it to go back and forth. We didn't want it to go long ways. So I'm going to go ahead and zero the piece and tell it to get started. Alright, I got my piece zeroed to where I'd like it. And I'm going to go ahead and start her up. So it appears to be working just fine. So we'll let it do its thing and we'll keep checking on it. So far it's carving good, except the way the stars carved, they just look like stick figures. So I'm going to redo that file after this is done. And I'm going to carve it again. Just the stars. I'll show you how I do that. The stars, so I redid the file. I'm going to try to carve just those. Alright, so I changed the file once again. I'm going to try this again and see what it does.